Hello everyone, welcome to 404 Games Not Found. My name is Valaine, and this is Wildstar. It's currently in beta, it's set for release later this year, and it's by NC Soft. Now this is a fantastic game from what I've played so far. I'm going to show you today a little bit of the class I'm playing, which is the Warrior. And it is primarily a melee class with a couple of ranged abilities, and they can do damage and they can tank. And I'm going to show you very quickly just what combat looks like in this game, and then I'm going to run over a couple of the screens with you and show you just a little bit about what the warriors can do. So let's start with a taunt. You see, you can have a range indicator to show you how far you're going to reach, and if we stand a bit to the side so you can actually see me do this, warriors tank by shooting energy out of their arm, which I think is absolutely amazing. We can do circular swords, we can dodge, we can swing like this, and then we can do bigger swings, and we can jump, and we can flip, and we can swing, and we can dive, and it's just brilliant. I'm going to finish them up with wrist shotgun. There you go. And that's what combat looks like in Wildstar. I think it is pretty good. It's got free movement. It's not quite as free as things like Terror, but it is still pretty much up there with real-time combat as compared to the old click, target, set up a queues of abilities. You have to do this yourself, and that's what I think makes it pretty good. Makes it stand out from other things, as well as the interesting art style of the game and the just overall general characters. And I mean, it's all bright, it's all flashy, it's all great. So as I said before, I'm going to show you quickly what the warriors can do and explain a little bit about the talent trees and abilities and how they work. So here we go. You've got Assault, Support, Utility and Path. Now these are all different depending on how you want to build your character. I'm currently set up as a support, which basically means for a warrior that you're a tank. You take damage for other people, you can draw threat to yourself, you can make things attack you. But I've got a couple of abilities in Assault, these to help me do damage so I can actually kill things when I'm out in the world. And the way you do it, as you level up, you unlock more slots down the bottom of your bar, and you can set and choose which abilities you want to go in there. So currently from the Assault, I've got the basic Relentless Strikes, which is the simple attack, the Jumping Power Strikes, which I was doing when I was jumping around, and Ripsaw, which is the big energy blade that comes out of your arm, which is possibly my favourite ability so far. It just looks amazing. If we go into support, these are your tanking abilities. Now, to show you why they're different, it says here it deals physical damage to five enemies and builds up kinetic energy. It generates 130% threat. So when you hit things with it, it encourages whatever you're attacking to attack you instead, which I think is pretty good. And I'm going to explain what kinetic energy is very shortly. Utility is for crowd control effects. So if you want to stun things, if you want to knock things over, if you want to break free from things, this is what you do. This is to help your character move freely and have abilities that will help you gain an upper hand by just controlling your enemy. Path is something a bit different, but Path helps you out in the world. So for me, I can build a little campfire. This is a settlers thing, but Sendu's going to explain that in a separate video. If you want to learn more about paths and character creation and things like that, you can click this link here, and he'll take you over that. Anyway, one last thing to look on this screen is the amp screen. Now this works similar to the old talent point systems, but you have these different trees, and you can click and level up abilities. And you can see here I've gone for support, which is obviously the tanking tree, so this increases the support power by 2.5% of your current maximum. So it gives you more support power, helps you tank better. And you just put these little points in these little nodes when you've got them, and it helps you level up the trees and unlock the next tiers. And as you level up these tiers, you become stronger with this tree. But what sets this game aside from other games is if you're a little bit undecided, if you don't want to be a damage and you don't want to be a tank, but you want to have a bit of both, why not pick hybrid assault support, so you can be sort of that off tank you've always wanted to be. You can go for damage and durability. You won't be quite as good as a full assault or full support, but you will have the best of both worlds, and it's a nice way to have an average, and I think that's pretty good. I like the way that works. So warriors in general, when we're running around, we're going to go do a quest while we're here. warriors, the way they fight, it works very similar to Rage in things like Warcraft, for example. If you don't know what that is, you have to build up a certain amount of kinetic energy before you can do other moves. So you need energy building attacks. So mine are things like this, which are free to cast. They don't cost you anything to do. You can swing, and if you hit and connect with your enemy, it will obviously do damage, but you build kinetic energy, which lets you do your bigger attacks. So it's good to have a mix between high damaging attacks or high threat attacks that cost kinetic energy, and abilities that give you the kinetic energy to do it, and you chain them together while you're running around and rolling around, and it really helps you out. So let's go fight these things over here. You can see here, if I set my range indicator, I can shoot this with my arm cannon. Boom. And then kinetic energy, you can see it building up at the bottom, and now I can do this, which does a lot of damage. I can roll out of the way of that, I can swing again, I can set my sword blade up, and now we're fighting a lot of people. So I'm going to use my arm shotgun. There we go, killed one. We're going to just keep fighting. This one's going to be close. Arm saw. Arm shotgun.
Double kill.
Double kill. And
Triple kill.
Triple kill, there we go. They're all dead. And that's how warriors fight. You'll see with the other class previews that we're going to do how the other classes work. Some of them will do a lot more damage than I'm currently doing, but that is a basic overview of the warrior class. If you want any more information about the warrior class, leave me a comment down below, because I'm actually doing a lot of research into this class, because this is the one I plan to play personally. So if you've got a question for me, if you like the look of Wildstar, you want to know more, leave a question down below, and we'll see you in the next class preview. See you next time.